Hey, my Swift Spear is trampling. Ooh, and I got a Slickshot Showoff. How you like them apples? Thunder Junction is here. We're going to see if the new cards in red power up Mono Red, including the card everyone's talking about that is impossible to say without screwing up. The Tongue Twister, Bird Wizard, Slickshot Showoff. Nailed it. Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. This is the channel where we explore what is fun in Magic the Gathering, mostly on Arena. And on Arena today, it's day one as I record of Outlaws of Thunder Junction, OTJ. We're going to see how it does with Mono Red. Let's take a look at some of these new cards here. Starting with the old Bird Wizard, Slickshot Showoff, a 1/2 flying haste. You can plot it, meaning you can pay the plot cost. Then it just gets set aside, face up in exile. On another turn, when it's legal, when the stack is clear, you can cast it. That's it. Cast it for 0. So because it's haste, we can cast it and we can play a bunch of spells. It can hit really hard because whenever we cast a non-creature spell, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So what else are we going to be doing with that? Well, we've got some other instant. We got instant and a sorcery here we're trying out from the new set. I'm just trying out 2 of Highway Robbery, also a plot card. It's the standard. You can discard and draw 2, but it also has you can sacrifice a land, which is great in Mono Red because we sometimes flood out. We've also got Spree, which is a new mechanic, which is basically just kicker with options. So for 1 red plus 2 and a red, we can untap, get an additional combat phase. So that can be kind of a finisher for us for just adding 2. Generic, we get a +1/+0 and first strike for the whole team, which can be nice. And of course, this is going to power up all our prowess stuff. And adding a red, choose target opponent. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to that player this turn, create a tapped treasure token. So if we get a big swing in, they're undefended. We just play 2 red, get a bunch of treasure, and then dump our hand the next turn is an option. Probably going to be the least used option, but you'll see. I haven't played the games yet, so it's going to be a surprise to me too. All right, so let's take a look at the regular curve of the deck. Ancestral Anger, draw a card. This one's going to be rotating out. Cacophony Scamp is a great one to pump up. I'm only going to run 2 of these. Only 2 Felonious Rages. There's the Great Train Heist. Is just a one of fun of. 3 Kumanos. I just took out a Kumano to do Great Train Heist. Probably want 4 Kumanos. Kumano is going to be rotating out, sadly, when this set leaves. So when the rotation happens later this year. Monastery Swift Spear. It's a haste prowess creature. Works very nicely in combination with the old Slickshot Showoff. 4 of Monstrous Rage, pretty much standard now in all the Mono Red decks. 2 Play with Fires. This is another card that's going to be rotating out. So they're going to have to, we're going to have to, when stuff rotates, we're going to have to rebuild this deck, provided it's good. But right now, we've got a pretty packed card pool. We've got stuff like Antagonize, which is going to rotate out, Blazing Crescendo, Fugitive Codebreaker, relatively recent one. It's a 2/1 Prowess Haste, so another 2-drop Prowess Haste. Only running 2 of these because, of course, we've got the Slickshot Showoff. And has Disguise for 5 in a red, but that's reduced for each instant and sorcery in our graveyard, which we should have quite a few. And when it's turned face up, we can discard our hand, draw 3 cards. So a good thing if we flood out, plant this down once we've got most of the stuff out of our hand, then flip it up later, refill the hand, get some action in. And then the other way to just one-shot people is Picnic Ruiner, not even worrying about the sorcery side. It's just a 2/2, and if we can get it up to power 4 or greater with something like, say, Felonious Rage, or Monstrous Rage, or Antagonize, or Blazing Crescendo, you get the idea. It's going to get double strike, and that also is going to be pretty good. 2 Witchstalker Frenzies, maybe should be running 4 of these. We'll see as we play if we're running up into a lot of the big creatures that need to get removed, the Sheldrids and such. That is what Witchstalker Frenzy is for. All right, and it's an instant. It's going to trigger all our prowess stuff, so clears the way and get some extra damage. Let's, without further ado, get into these games and see The new OTJ Mono Red cards in action. Hold up, partner! It's me, Tinybones! Yes, that's my real name, not just my wife's nickname for me. As a skeleton thief, I'm always looking for a steal. Did you know that memberships on this channel cost the absolute minimum that YouTube allows? And you get access to videos early, which means you can steal deck ideas from the card sharps before their stagecoach even gets to town. Yeehaw! Some of the card sharps around these parts are so sharp, they're sharper than my adorable little baby teeth. Oh, so tiny. The really sharp ones are using the affiliate link in the description to buy the cards they like at suspiciously low prices. That video description has all kinds of loot. Too bad I never learned to read. Kids, don't grow up to be like me, Tinybones, living a life of crime and having no eyeballs. If only I growed up with a man-a-dad who always had a wrap-up at the end of the video with surprising and useful information. Then they would call me Smartybones. Don't be like me, Tinybones. Be like a smarter, less tiny me, with eyeballs and a brain and such, and a plan for what to do with considerably more jewelry than my tiny little arms can lift. Oh, I'm late to rob a graveyard. Adios! I just recorded a game, but the screen was extra zoomed in, but it was a really good one, so I'll probably show it after this one. But I'll start with a game that has the correct proportions. Okay. Well, we've got our Slickshot Showoff, so let's just keep that. We'll start off with the old Scamperoon. This one is in white. Question is whether we just do we get the Picnic Ruiner going, maybe possibility, or do we plot the show off? I think it's haste, so doesn't seem to be much use in plotting it. Looks like the enchantments deck, Restoration of Aganjo with an emphasis on sagas. So I could Slickshot Ancestral Anger. Could get another Picnic Ruiner. I don't think 2 Ruiners does me a great deal of good. So yeah, let's just Slickshot. They got removal for it. They got removal for it, but we'll make the Scamp lethal to the Spirit. And we'll decline. Great. They discard the Naturalist to bring back the Naturalist. Luckily tapped. A 1-mana companion. Alright, we're gonna really need to get some trample on the Scamp or hit hard in the skies. Okay, another Picnic Ruiner. Picnic Ruiners.deck. I think I want the land here, so let's discard a Picnic Ruiner. Ooh, okay. So this is our spree card, and we will have enough for an extra combat next turn if we want to use it. So maybe we're just better off getting the Picnic Ruiner down for now. Hit for 3. Got Ruiner going. So we've got the red mode where we could get treasure. Probably better for multiples of these. Oh, okay, they got Audacity. And where there is a lifelinker with Audacity on it. Uh-oh. There goes the Slickshot. Nope, they're taking out the Ruiner. Okay. I think they should fear the Slickshot too. Well, maybe we're just doing a big pump turn next turn. They're going to gain 5 life. That's not cool. Neither of these give trample. Might be unwise. That off the battlefield. We're all in on the Slickshot, okay? Here we go. The mountain. I don't think that lets us play any more than we've already got here. We're at 11. Fly you for 15. Back to you, opponent. Man, we were one little spell away. If this had been Kumano faces Kazakan, I think we would have got it there. Oh, okay. Tilda is not great. Well, and they get us. Oh! So close. But we got to reveal the power of the Slickshot. Stick around to see it really, really hit. Up against B5. Is that a vitamin? Vitamin B5. Alright, 3 lands, 4 spells. At least got the Highway Robbery to maybe, you know, throw away one of these lands. See what opponents got going on. They've got a horse. Uh-oh. Looks like a Mono Red mirror here. We did not get a 1-drop. So, we didn't even really get a 2-drop. Maybe shouldn't have kept this hand, partner. Swift Spear coming down, play with fire. Okay. Opponent is unloading. They keep a card on the top, not great. Us. Okay, I guess we're Highway Robin. We won't bother to plot. We'll discard a land, I think. Okay, there's our Slickshot Showoff. Can I even say it? Questionable. Guess we're hoping they tap out with that and we can... I don't know. We want to be able to Witch Doctor here. They're leaving up mana. So that's not a good sign for our Slickshot because it doesn't gain in toughness. Don't see much choice. I guess we could Ancestral Anger our opponent's stuff. But I guess if we're going to do this, we're going to go out in a blaze. Or maybe we plot it? We're at 8. I think we're just all in on the Slickshot. Hope they can't deal 8 next turn. They probably can. Blood Feather Phoenix. That's 7. Do they have anything else? Or 8? No. Oh, it does actually. It's not haste, so it was just 4. And it can't block our Slickshot. Okay. Well, how do we maximize damage with the Slickshot here? I guess just a ton of 1-mana spells. Up to 7. to 12. It's up to 16. Taxis for 16. GG's. Oh my. Yeah, it's looking like the real deal. One game. One game. Oh, and apparently my screen is messed up when did this happen? Vorinclex, are you there? All right, good. We're going first. Looking down the barrel of a Kumano, followed up by double Swift Spears, followed up by double Monstrous Rage. Play a tap land, opponent. I dare ya. Ooh, they did. Triple Swifts. Trip Swips. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Opponent plays a Plains. Okay, nothing else. Denia Denialist. Denia ain't just a 3-color combination in Magic the Gathering. Okay. Passed suspiciously quickly. Maybe we should have targeted the etching. They've got removal. Lightning Helix. Huh. So if I hit this again, it gets 4 toughness, right? You're gonna lose one of the roll tokens. But they're at 2. And they gained 3. And they scoop it up. Can't even face my top deck mode. Okay, gonna try to get one more game where we slick shot him. One shot, slick shot. That'd be a good title for this. Slick shot, one shot. Do Scamperoonie turn 1, Swift Spear, and Ancestral Anger turn 2. Maybe Robberate. Refill our hand. Opponent takes a mulligan. Plays a Fortified Beachhead. Revealing a frontliner, but plays an Initiate. Interesting. Also, oh, that's a Warlock, I see. Let's hold down the ground a little bit. Just for now. Valiant Veteran. Would be nice. Get some removal for that. I guess this is removal, right? Because they either block it and it dies, or we can sacrifice and get rid of it. Take action. Adios, veteran. Opponent plays an island. Sky Strike Officer. X for 1. Wow, okay, well. Getting Ancestral with it here. And would you care to block opponent? Probably not. Hit you for 12. You are at 4 now. On turn 3. Going into turn 4. Opponent with the Yodian frontliner. Do you say Yoshin or Yodian? We always said Yoshin when I was a kid. Yoshin soldier. Okay, my Swift Spear is trampling. Oh, and I got a Slickshot Showoff. How you like them apples? The opponent seems to have some kind of instant. I guess I'm going to save the Felonious Rage, depending on how they block. All right, so they probably think they're going to kill the Slickshot. If I do this, maybe I just wait and see. No, I need to play this. I need to try and guess what they're going to kill. They're going to kill whatever I hit with this, I suppose. But what would I rather they kill? The Swift Spear? I hit him for 3 with the Slickshot, and then next turn we can Highway Robbery, try and find something. Or they don't have anything. And I've just hemmed and hawed far too much. Looks like they have a Get Lost or something. Oh, okay. Gonna resolve. If they let it resolve, they give me a 2/2 now if they kill the Swift Spear. Zephyr Sentinel to do what? Pick up their thing? Okay. Well, glad they thought about that for such a long time.